Started. Get onto your mats. So I have here some examples of a pillow, so you can take any cushion that you would like that's comfortable for you, or even the pillow that you slept with as well. And you can have those with you for my beginners that we're going to start class today, or that are just starting or working through the last 60 days. Utilize your pillows to sit on as we come into meditation, and then lengthen through the spine. Root your sit bones into the earth and roll your shoulders back. Let me just lower this music down. Thank you, Caroline. Absolutely, I'll let you all know, my darling. All right. And remember, all of our classes are on our YouTube channel, so you can continue to practice with us every single day. Every single class is on the YouTube channel, so you can go back and watch them. You're just not as silly as we are in the morning together here daily. All right, darlings, now let's go ahead and come together. Let's ground, lengthen through the spine. Profundo, big, big, big heart opening space. And just taking in this moment together, embracing all that is, that was, that will be. And out the mouth. A deep breath in. And out the mouth. And now bring your mouth together, so your lips together. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your nose, your mouth, your jaw. Widen the net of your hearing. Listen to your breath. Notice the ebb and flow of your breath wherever you are. Notice your seat rooting into the ground. As the crown rises to the sky, we stay long in the space. This morning's meditation is brought to you by Tosha Silver and Joyce Myers. And it's entitled, If You Think You're Standing Firm, Be Careful that you don't fall. You need to know that there's also a good kind of temptation. Every time the enemy sets a bad option in front of you, God always has a good one ready. Beloved Source, change me into one who lets you protect and guide me in every moment. Fill me with faith, even in the most trying of circumstances. May I always know your radiant protection and guidance is present in every moment. In every moment. In other words, let the divine take the wheel here. Humble ourselves and open up to the guidance that we find ourselves resisting. Be strong on our walk together as we breathe 3 more Dirga breath, big breath in, and exhale through the nose. You might take one hand to your tummy, one hand to your heart. Inhale, push your tummy into your hand, lift your chest. As you exhale, relax your tummy, relax your chest. 2 more times on your own. Inhaling and allow your eyes to soften. Don't get caught up in how much effort you have to use to push your belly out. Let it be natural, friends, natural. Natural breath. Just deepen it. That's all. Now listen. Listen to this breath. You can stay with it. Don't worry about getting deeper into the breath. Just stay present with the one you got going right now. Now let's invite the arms to come up, reach up, look up. Exhale, clear the space, hands down by your sides. Inhale, reach the arms up, palms touch. Now fold forward over the legs. Exhale, only if this is comfortable for you. If it's too much, then stay lifted, hands to knees, or maybe use some tools around you, some books or some blocks if you have them. Bring the earth to you, beginners. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands down, clear the space. Draw your knees together. Remove your tools, place them to the side. You'll use them in a second. Remove your stuff that you're sitting on if you're sitting on anything. We're going to make our way onto hands and knees. So let's shift perspectives and make sure we're not disconnected. Okay, good. Beautiful. All right, friends. Now let's get started here on the space. So you can have your blocks. Remember, protect your wrists if you have to because it's sensitive. I like to use blocks too. And then from here, we're going to come to a cat-cow stretch. So you're going to round your spine, tuck your head. And then you're going to lift your chest, look up, drop your belly down, heart to the sun. Good, good. Exhale, round your tummy. Bring the belly up and in, spine to the sky, look toward your knees. And then look up. So if you find that you're coughing or it's a little restrictive around the throat, maybe don't go so intense. Maybe just a gentle chin tuck or just keep the neck straight. And instead shake the head yes or shake the head no. Modify so it's not as intense. You've got one more. Now my friends, we're going to return to a tabletop position. Another option, if you're finding it very hard on your knee, is to roll your mat, okay, in half here. We're going to take the right foot forward, step that foot forward between your hands. If you need to help your buddy out, help your buddy out. You have your blocks right outside your feet. Walk your left knee back a little bit so you're not so on top of the patella. Look forward. Now you have the option to stay here, maybe on the third height, 3 breaths. You have the option to squeeze the inner thighs towards each other and reach the arms up. You're going to sustain 3 breaths. Look up towards the sky. Squeeze everything in. Rotate the palms towards one another. Another option is to take one of those blocks and place it between your hands and squeeze that block, elbows point forward. So you're rotating that scapula away from each other and rotating the shoulders back. On the exhale, release the hands down. And we're going to take our feet to a plank pose. So you can start with your knees slightly back behind your hips. Hands beneath the shoulders, push into all 5 fingertips and the balls of your hands and the heels of your hands. You can tuck your toes and extend through the heels, squeezing the thigh muscles, looking forward. Push strong into your hands so you create a cobra hood. 3 more breaths as you draw your tummy muscles nice and tight, lacing them together kind of like a little corset, a little waist cincher. Relax your jaw, relax your eyebrows. Remember that breath we started with. And now let's take the knees down if they aren't already. Push back, we call this child's pose, knees together or to the width of the mat, hips in the directions of your heels. Your forehead is going to come down towards the ground. For some of you, if that's not an option, you might want to bring the earth to you and take your forehead to the 3rd height of a block. Remember, I asked you to bring over your pillows. Maybe you take your pillows, stack them, and rest. If it's sensitive behind your knees, place a pillow, place a blanket behind the knees, so that way you alleviate that tension. 2 more breaths. Now we're going to slowly walk ourselves forward if we aren't already, back to hands and knees. Remove your props from beneath you. Let's take that left foot forward now. And again, make this comfortable for your back knee. Where are your blocks? Use your tools. You would like to have your knee over your ankle. That is the direction you like to be in. Look forward. You might take the arms up. You might take that block, place it between the hands, elbows point forward, rotate the shoulder blades back and down. This opening that you feel here is your downward facing dog arms, just finding a little bit of a different rotation, kind of a backwards version. Draw the lower ribs in, pushing into the little block. You might notice the engagement through the glute and thigh, the back thigh. One more breath, beautiful friends. And now let's exhale, release the hands down to the ground. Let's find that plank pose again, friends. Let's build that strength. Knees slightly back, or tuck your little toes and extend the heels, crown forward. 3 more. Remember to relax your jaw and relax your tongue. Really resist the urge to get the squishy face. We're going to invite a downward facing dog. So keep your hands where they are. You're going to bend your knees and bring your butt to the sky. Push into your hands like you're getting a stretch like a cat or a dog in the morning. And then from here, from this gentle stretch, just walk your feet forward, come to forward fold. So we don't stay in downward dog too long. It's a very challenging pose. And then from here, take a block, place it between your thighs or a pillow, and squeeze it. Squeeze that block. Look down. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. And now from here, kindly halfway lift. Hands to your shins, look forward. Squeeze the block, inner thigh rotation. Push to the outside edges of your feet and make sure that your feet are at number 11. Exhale, fold down. So it might feel awkward for some, especially if you tend to walk with the toes out or in. Halfway lift, inhale. So we're working through correcting the gait of our bodies so we prevent irritation later. Exhale, fold please. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Keep squeezing that block. Inner thigh rotation. Reach the arms up. Hips over heels, shoulders over hips, palms face each other. On the exhale, rotate the hands away. Clear the space, hands down. Adduct. Inhale, draw the arms together. Exhale, squeeze that block. Hinge at hips. Fold forward. And you're going to tuck the head. Shift the weight into the balls of the feet. Inhale, hands to shins. Look up, halfway gaze. Exhale, bring your hands back down to the ground. Keep a gentle bend in the knees to prevent hyperextension of your hamstrings. Hands to your hips. Push into your feet. Squeeze that block. Inhale, halfway, flat back. 3 breaths. Sustain. If you want more, add the arms forward. Hold the other block. Squeeze the block. Squeeze both blocks. Inhale, rise up. Tick-tock to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Squeeze those blocks. Inhale, center. Let's fold. Halfway lift, hands to the block, look forward. Exhale, fold. Remove both blocks. Place them maybe in front of you or just to the side, your choice. Hands down to the ground. Step your left foot back, please. And maybe about a 45-degree angle. Inhale, keep the right knee bent over the knee ankle. Your hands can walk up your leg to start. And then from here, hands to hips. Draw your right hip back. Press your left hip forward. If you have to walk your back foot a little bit out, go for it. And turn it 45 degrees so you don't hurt your ankle. From there, you're going to bring your arms up. Rotate the palms towards one another. 3 big breaths here. I'm going to reach for my hanging monkey from the sky. You can barely see him, but he's right there. This is a nice opportunity if you want to keep utilizing the block between the hands, working on the shoulder opening. This will prepare you for reaching back for your feet into king pigeon or more advanced poses. On your next breath, we inhale back to center. Step your left foot to meet the right. Urdhva Hastasana, standing pose. Exhale, hands through heart. Release to mountain pose, Tadasana or Samasthiti. Fingers spread nice and wide. Feet hip distance apart or the number 11, please. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Look forward, relax your eyes, relax your jaw. And most importantly, always, always, always find your smile. Inner body bright. Breathing. Concentrating, meditating on where you are right now. And slowly cup the palms. Inhale, bring the hands to the heart space. Really feel the blessing of the air between the hands. The density of this air, known as calming the space. And once you bring the hands together and the palms touch, gentle opening of the eyes, or maybe you stay with the eyes closed in meditation. Step your right leg back. 45 degrees is fine with your back foot, and bend into your left knee. Hands to the hips to bring the right hip forward and the left hip back. Squeeze the right thigh muscle, my friends. Gaze drishti forward, bend into the left knee. Only to your edge. Remember, knee replacement surgery, recovery, you're working through the scar tissue, so be mindful. It will feel a little bit more of a deeper sensation there, my friend. Reach the arms up, if able. And again, if you'd like to use that block, and squeeze the block, roll the shoulders back, and draw the lower ribs in towards the spine. I'm sorry, towards each other. Ooh, that would be something. Couple breaths. Nice deep breaths, friends. The deeper the breath, the easier the pose. I guarantee it. That will. Gentle smile on the face. Warrior one. Virabhadrasana one. Now we come to the standing. Inhale, reach the arms up. Take that right foot to meet the left. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Rise up, inhale. Reach up towards the sky. Twist to the left, exhale, hands down, clear the space. Inhale, center, reach the arms up. Exhale to the left. Vertical right, just kidding. Inhale, center. Exhale, bow forward. Reach for your tools. Step your feet apart, hip distance or wider. Take your right hand down to the block. Take your left hand to your left hip. Bend your right knee. And you can hold your couch or a chair or a table for this as well, so that's cool. And you're gonna straighten the left leg and really just dump the weight over to the right. Get a little heavy on that right side. Now push into the right hand so you can keep your spine a little bit long, because you're getting into a twisty. And then reach the left arm up. Hang out. You might rotate your left hand backwards so you can open up your shoulder a little bit more. Some of you might reach behind you towards your lower back and get a nice stretch in that shoulder. It's always nice just to get a stretch, reach back. One more breath, looking up towards the sky so you get the whole spine. Your cervical spine is in your neck, so you want to look up. And now exhale, look down. Everything twirls. So visualize your spine articulating back to a long linear space, column. And then take the left hand down to the block, bend the left knee, and then let's dump all that weight over to the left. Push into that right leg, and then reach the left arm up. And then, the right arm up. What am I doing with my right and left today, y'all? And then roll the right shoulder back. Here we go. Now, your thumb might be pointing in the front, so you're going to go backwards. You're going to rotate the thumb away from you. So it's an internal rotation. And then bend the elbow and reach back. And then roll the shoulder external rotation. So you're opening and articulating. And then look up towards the sky. Breathe. And then begin to slowly release. So the arm first. Right hand down, friends. Column, spine, long. Deep breath in. Bow forward. Step your left foot back. Turn your left foot a quarter down so it's parallel to the back edge of your mat. Bend into the right knee so that the knee is over your ankle. And we're going to windmill open into warrior two. And the arms are going to come out to a T. And from here, you're going to wiggle your feet so that your left leg is long and strong, and you bend into that right knee. You're going to squeeze the thighs towards one another to lift up tall, like a nice, tall, proud frame. Look over your right hand. Reach forward, but reach back at the same time, friends. It's a tug of war of energy. We got 3. Reach, melt a little lower. Ultimately, that right thigh will be parallel to the earth. Keep your right knee out in the direction of your pinky toe so it's not turning inward. You want it out. Out, 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 out. Okay? Now left hand down, right arm lift over, reach back. But keep the front knee bent, y'all. Oh, don't you do that. Good. You go right back into that bent knee. There you go. No, don't you straighten it. One more breath. Okay, now we're going to do it. Now we're going to straighten the leg, but we go back into it. Exhale. Smiling. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bent. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Back to the warrior two. Very good. Now let's rotate both palms to the sky. Inhale the arms up, face each other. Straighten your front leg. Now turn the right toes in. Turn your left toes out. Open the arms to a T. Bend into the left knee. Press into your back foot. Left knee out towards your pinky toe. You made it. Warrior two. Flying warrior to warrior two. Breathe. Keep looking forward. Well, in your case, it's probably backwards. That's okay. Now let's do the rotate the palms up. Reach strong. Pretend you're holding a pencil between the shoulder blades, friends. Remember to keep your knee out towards your pinky toe. Let's let the right hand come down the back leg now, and the left arm coming up and over. But keep that left knee bent. Good. It's a strong pose. You got this. You got this. Come on, 2 more breaths. Smile. All right, 1 more breath. We got it. Woo-hoo. And now let's come back to straightening the front leg and then bending into the front knee. And we go for 3. Straighten and bend. The only thing moving here is that front leg. Straighten and bend. Okay, now we're going to come back to the warrior 2. Arms to a T. Pause. Rotate both palms up. Bring the arms up towards the sky. Straighten that left leg. Turn the left toes in. Turn the left toes out. Bend the front knee. Cartwheel the hands down to frame your foot. even if you reach for your blocks. Step your right foot back, finding the plank pose. Remember, you can find your knees on the ground behind your hips. Look forward, lift your chest. And now let's come to child's pose. Knees together or to the width of the mat, hips back. You can take your forehead to a block and take your hands behind you. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Maybe you roll your forehead from side to side. And you can stay here as long as you would like. Always know that in my classes, I always encourage you to really just offer your body what you need. So there's no rhyme or reason. You are your greatest teacher. I'm just a yoga teacher. On your next breath, you're going to bring your hands forward and roll up into hands and knees. Tuck your toes. Let's come together in downward dog, my friends. And not too long here because this is a very intense pose. So we're just going to step that right foot forward and then take your left knee down only if you want to, okay? I would suggest keep it up and lift your heel. So now we're preparing for a high lunge. So you're going to start to lift yourself up, and maybe you're here today. Keep the knee over the ankle. Or maybe you're coming up high and reach the arms up. And some of you might be taking that block. Hanging out, a couple more breaths. And now from here, we're going to release the hands down. Take your blocks or take your chair, take your tools, and we're going to slide the left foot off the ground and straighten the right leg. You saw how I did that? I came from the back of my mat, so I squeeze my right thigh and shift a lot of weight into the right leg. I look forward where my eyes go, you go, and squeeze that leg to straighten the leg. Don't worry about the left yet. Once the right leg is strong, push into that foot. No grippy toes. Squeeze your butt. Look forward. Your left leg is probably hanging, drooping, getting heavy, so squeeze your thigh muscle and lift it active. Standing L. Let your head hang down here, get lazy, but keep the legs active. 2 more breaths. It's a little standing split. Just a little standing L. This is fun with a wall. You can just step your leg on a wall and very helpful. Now let it go. Release your left foot to meet the right. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Right leg standing split. Right leg is half. 3 more breaths. Squeeze the thigh. Relax the head. Use your blocks. Toes point down. Let's come to the high lunge. Slowly bend the left knee. Right leg gets heavy, touch the ground, slide it back. Keep the heel lifted or your right knee comes down. And then from here, walk your hands so they're under the shoulders. You're going to squeeze your tummy, squeeze your inner thighs, and start to lift the arms up. I like this block, so I'm going to take my block buddy with me and squeeze the block. Draw my lower ribs in. Press active through your back leg. Engage your thigh muscle. And smile. Yeah. And smile. And of course, you have to breathe. It's the most important thing. Okay. Exhale, let it go. Let's come down. Now we're going to come back to the plank pose. Lifted plank, please. Hands on blocks if able. Nice and strong. Little tummies. 3 breaths. You can take your knees down to the ground. but you want to keep a softness in the face. That's why I always say smile, because then your face is soft, and then you laugh, and you don't take yourself so seriously. And now let's come to the child's pose. Knees together or apart. Hands can wrap around you like angel wings, and let yourself rest. Please take 3 breaths in this pose of rest. Come back to what we started with, this Durga breath. We call it the 3-part breath. And sometimes when we're practicing, we get so caught up in the asana, the poses, we forget that the breath helps us and guides us through those. Okay, beautiful friends. You have always the time to stay here in your child's pose. Don't ever let me tell you otherwise, or any other teacher for that matter. And then when you're ready, you come up and meet us in all fours. We're gonna learn a side plank. So I like using support. It's my fave. So I'm gonna take my block, my right hand to the ground, right knee is in the same plane, and then the left leg extends. Now, your knee is probably sensitive. If it is, you're gonna place another cushion under that right knee. You might even take the leg out behind you depending on the stability, okay? Your left foot comes down, line everything up. Left foot, right knee, right hand. Your hips push forward. You're now on the same plane. The left arm up. 5 breaths. 5, no 3. And you can lift the left. You can reach the left arm over. Left leg rises. Squeezy, squeeze. If the block you don't need, then take your hand down, okay? Breathe, breathe, breathe. For those that want a little bit more, extend the right leg underneath the left. Side plank pose, hips high, very high. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other, and always find a delightful smile. 2 more breaths. If you're lifting the left leg up and off the ground or off of your body, you might even play with taking it behind you on the ground too. That's fine too. When you come to the 5, you're going to release yourself back to center, finding yourself in the plank pose. And then option for child's pose or downward facing dog, and take 3 breaths. Now we have the other side. So if you would like, you can take your block, but you now want to line up the entire left side with the right leg. Flat. Boop, 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 boop. 1, 2, 3, just like that. Sound effects and all. Right arm lift. Rotate the palm forward and extend the arm. So you are one line of energy. Now if you want to lift the right leg, you can use your couch and support yourself like I'm doing here. You can use a chair. That's fine too. You're still active. You're still working all the other extremities. For some of you, you might extend the left leg and place the left foot on the ground, supporting yourself here. So however you like, it's your choice. You've got 2. Now, we release. Hand down, knees down, child's pose, resting pose of choice. 3 to 5 breaths. Notice a calm over the eyes, through your back body, lower belly, hips, toes. On your leisure, roll your way forward onto your belly. And let your arms come down by your sides. Move your hips from side to side to alleviate any tension in your lower back. Arms can come out to a T or cactus arms. Another option for those of you that we're going to take a Superman, Superwoman pose, or some of you working through the upper body strength might want to have your block and place the block in front to hold. From this space, we're going to either take your feet apart or you're going to keep them together depending on the sensitivity of your lower back. And I say this with proceed with caution, okay? You want to engage your tummy, pubic bone push down into the mat. And then from here, you're prostrate. I'm just talking, that's how I'm lifted. And then you're going to squeeze your thighs. And you're going to press the tops of your feet. So you're no tucking. You're just pressing like the top, like the nail portion of your feet down. And you squeeze the thighs so much, and that's going to extenuate or exaggerate the energy from your thigh muscles down the heels, out the toes. So much of this engagement so that you can protect your lower back. This is why it's your muscles are all attached. In teacher training, we go through a pretty intense course. And then you lift your chest, you activate your legs, keep your feet down, lift the arms, biceps by your ears, couple breaths. You're working on the back body muscles here. 2 more breaths. Legs are down. 1 more. Now release. Bend the knees, woohoo, and windshield wiper, side to side. That's intense. But we're going to do 1 more. We do 1 more of those. So we're working on our back bending. We're also working on our back muscles as much as we work on our front muscles. Now let's return back to center. Legs long. This time you have the option to lift the legs or keep them on the ground. Squeeze your block, arms out to a T or cactus arms. When you're ready, inhale to lift. No push your belly into the mat. Ikis, no, don't do that. Lift the belly up, push the pubic bone down, lift the legs, squeeze the thighs, look up, lift the arms, sustain. You got 5. Find a smile. Find a breath. Now let go all the way down, my friend. Bend the knees, windshield the wipers, back and forth, back and forth. And back and forth your way all the way over onto your back like a pancake. My favorite pancake is banana and blueberries. And we come down, draw your knees into your chest and hug yourself here. Couple circles. And other way. Beginners, this was very good. You are so strong, y'all. You're so strong. We're not done yet, though. But I'm just giving you encouragement. So, smile. Now, let's press your left foot down, your right knee into your heart. Hug, hug. Hug, hug, squeeze. Hug, hug, kiss. And then lift the right leg up. Interlace the fingers, support your thigh. And press your heel to the sky. Oh, I made a rhyme. Shoulders down, lower belly in. Relax. Relax. Gentle stretch, friends. Let's take that right ankle over the left knee and then press your right knee away from you with the right hand. Flex your right foot. This is known as a dorsiflex. You want your toes pressing back, the ball of your foot pushing down if they was pressing into the ground, and your heel active. Your lower belly is drawn in, so the entire spine is on the mat at this point. You're pressing into the hip flexor, so you're opening up along the groin area. Men and women hold a lot of emotions here, so this could be an emotional space. There might be some energy shifting after class, so just bear with it for a couple hours. You'll be fine. Discovery, self-acceptance, awakening. Those of you that are going deeper or have gone deeper, you can take your knee a little bit closer, interlace the fingers behind the left thigh, keep the right knee away from you. You can extend the left leg up into the direction of the sky as well. Meditate here, concentrate into the space. And then from here, very kindly, draw that left leg all the way down to the ground, and then draw the right knee into the chest, twist to the left, gaze to the right. And this is a sweet add. This is where I like to use a pillow underneath my knee. I like to stack up pretty high and get cozy, and then open up my right shoulder to the ground. Gaze be open to the right. This pose, you're getting your whole entire spine in a twist, so you really want to make sure the right shoulder is down and you're able to gaze in the opposite direction of your knee. It's very important about your alignment of your body. It's a disservice to cut yourself short. And then very lovingly inhale, let's come back to center. And my friends, you're always welcome to stay in these poses as long as you want. This is your practice, your body, you do what you want. Let's come back to center though, for those of you just going with the flow with this practice, this class. And then you're gonna take your pillow and your whole setup in the other side. So just get yourself prepared, so you don't have to do it when we're flowing through it. And then from here, draw your left knee in, huggy hug hug, squeeze squeeze, hug hug, kiss kiss. And then from here, take your left leg up to the sky. Interlace the fingers behind the left thigh and kick through the heel. You want to allow your lower belly to kind of scoop under. We have a bowl in the pelvic region. So imagine that bowl is scooping up, so the whole spine is pushing on the mat. Okay? Your tushy might kind of lift. Now, from here, bend the knee and then take your left to the right and open like we did before. Push those nice little hip flexors down so you get a little bit of traction. Sure, your back's going to lift a little bit, y'all. That's cool, no problem. It is what it is. But then when you're done doing all the kneading like a little cat, then you're going to rest here and then allow your back to rest once more. Hang out. If you want, you can also bring your knee in, my loves, and support. Right here, right here. You take that leg up. You might feel some sensations through the glute, the IT band, right around the outside leg portion. Just embrace these sensations, my friends. Embrace them. Exhale, release the right leg down, draw your left knee in, hug yourself here so much, so love, love, love. And then right knee over to the left, gaze to the right. Remember, keep the left shoulder down on the mat. And allow the left arm to extend, reaching through the right leg, softening completely here. Just again, it's time to surrender. You might hear Deva Kamal in the background singing a little bit. I listen to her every morning. We're going to inhale, return our way back to center. Again, staying as long as you like, draw your knees in, making a few circles. We're going to take a little bridge pose. Some of you are very familiar with bridge pose, or are kind of familiar with it, I should say. And others of you are really happy doing bridge pose and are really, really familiar. So we're going to begin with a block. So you can take your feet down to the ground now, hips distance apart. You can take your block in this more chubby type of way in between the thighs, and that will give you the hip distance apart thing. And you can also squeeze it and have it there if you would like. Now, your other block, which I happen to have on the other side of me, is great too. So you want to have your heels underneath your knees, and then when you lift your hips, you're going to place the other block and any of the heights of the block underneath your lower part of your back. And then your shoulders are going to push into the ground now. So you're going to notice when you do that, your chest lifts. And then start to snuggle your shoulders towards one another, creating a back cleavage. And then bring your hands down to the ground and palms push into the ground. And let them help you push your chest. And you might even discover if you push into your feet and squeeze your thighs, your hips lift. And this is bridge pose. So, and then in this case, if you want some more support and it's a little intense because it's new to you, turn your block to any direction that you need and support yourself in that sweet spot of your spine. It's typically known as the sacrum. And you're now in your bridge. You just created your own bridge. And you have 5 breaths here. And then when you're ready, we're going to begin to slowly release by first removing the block from our spine and lower down. And then taking the second block out from the thighs and lower that down. Windshield wiper the knees. Feet together, knees apart. Relax here. Butterfly stretch. This is a sweet spot to place your pillows underneath your thighs. Also your blocks. Any cushions. All the things, and allow yourself to get very cozy here. You're going to be here for 5 more breaths. Your hand, one hand can be at your heart, one hand can be at your belly. You want to relax the groin, the hip flexor area. If you want to lift your hips and reposition, you're always welcome to accommodate and adjust and modify as needed. And then after 5 rounds of breath, if there's any other poses or anything else you'd like to take, this would be a nice time to do that. Otherwise, go ahead and extend the legs out long on the mat and the arms out down by your sides for Shavasana. You can also take your pillows and make yourself really comfortable like a little bed. You might want to cover your eyes and get any external light out of the eye gaze. That's fine too. But wherever you are, allow yourself to take this time to relax fully into the support of your mat. And taking the next 5 breaths to release whichever pose you're in, wrapping up your last pose. Again, giving yourself some time, about 5 to 10 breaths. And those of you already in Shavasana, laying and relaxing, taking a nice deep breath in, everyone hold it at the top for as long as you can. Exhale when you need to. Hold at the end of the exhale as long as you can comfortably. Inhale. Exhale at your leisure. Retain. Inhale at your leisure. Exhale. Natural breath, relaxing fully into the support of your mat. If you think you are standing firm, be careful that you don't fall. You need to know that there's also a good kind of temptation. Every time the enemy sets a bad option in front of you, God always has a good one ready. These are known as choices. Beloved Source, change me into one who lets you protect and guide me in every moment. Fill me with faith, even in the most trying of circumstances. May I always have and always know your radiant protection and guidance is present in every single moment. Release the ego and let the divine take the wheel. We offer healing, gratitude, forgiveness, compassion, love, acceptance. We embrace the all. We embrace the Soham, the I am. I am. Tatsave Turvarenia Bargo Devasya Demahi Dio Yona Pratyodaya Om Bhurva Swaha Tatsave Turvarenia Bargo Devasya Demahi Dio Yona Pratyodaya Om Bhurva Swaha Tatsave Turvarenia Bargo Devasya Demahi Dio Shanti, Shanti, peace, peace, peace. Remaining in Shavasana as long as you like. Or taking this next moment to take a deep breath in and reach the arms back behind you. Coming into a good morning stretch and drawing yourself in, hugging yourself here, and rocking from side to side, ultimately making your way into a seated position, into meditation, as we wrap up our last meditation collectively together for 60 days of yoga. Wow. Divine Light, we are open to receive guidance and blessings, and that we may bless others, and that they may bless others, and the continuing pattern of blessing will never cease. That we will heal each other and be mindful and conscious. And that we can always come back to this space together as a collective. For ourselves, for each other, for our mental health and well-being, for the world. The divine light that lives in me honors and delights and recognizes the divine light that lives in each and every single one of you, each and every single person that has joined us throughout the course of the 60 days, and each and every single person that we have lost through COVID, that we offer this love and compassion to their families for healing and support during this time. As we take a little break together, we offer serenity and balance. Together, let's close our class with the sound of Om. Inhale. Om. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Om Jai Bhagwan Ki Jai. Namaste, y'all, and I'll continue to see a few of you that are going to be working with us for our weekly 3 classes a week we will continue to have during summer as we bring a lot of new stuff to all of you with a lot of new friends that we'll be working with as we go forward into this new transition of online yoga. So, and hopefully out in the parks, some social distance, 6 feet, 10 feet away, big circles, but we'll do it together. Much love, y'all. I love you so much. Mwah. Bye.